report back to me in pre-production. I've got to give you the go-ahead.
So on air, within the first couple of minutes of the show, we will tell you what's going to happen later in the show, as we always do.
But this is just more for Anthony to have a little bit more exposure on the basketball side of things. Give him his own thing as
if I don't get enough exposure. There were people that complained about my exposure. Now I realize as I'm saying that is very poor phrasing. There were people that said I should talk less on the show. I was not exposing myself in public. People that say I should talk less on the football show and allow you to talk more.
Which I agree.
Was there someone that said that I should talk more on the basketball show? Because if so, thank you very much.
No, I'm just avoiding. Avoiding that tweet. I'm getting ahead of the game. I'm being proactive.
Sure. Yeah.
Let you have a thing where you come on here and we're going to create a whole little segment for you, give you a little intro, and you're gonna talk for. I mean, hell with you. You'll probably talk for 10 minutes.
That'll be the intro. The intro will be 10 minutes of me talking about what I'm
and
then I'll talk.
So that's something that we're adding to the podcast this year.
Yes.
As we look ahead and get ready for what figures to be a fun 2019-2020 basketball season.
Fun and frustrating. Does this not feel kind of like the football season where like there's going to be a lot of games that are going to come down late and you're going to be pulling your hair out?
Yeah, I think, I'll do this before we get out of here. Just want to caution fans, look, we want to win. I want to win more than anybody, as much as anybody.
It's true. He does not sleep after losses.
I don't.
It's not good.
But we've got to have a little bit more patience with this particular team.
Bring some realism to the table.
And also, something that I preach a lot on Twitter, trust your Hall of Fame head coach who's going to pass Dean Smith in wins, who's won 3 national titles.
That's too tough, man.
He knows what he's doing.
Recruiting at a high level again.
Recruiting at a high level.
Come on. How do you trust that?
Trust that at the end of the day, when we get to March, we're going to be playing our best basketball. And that loss in December at Virginia, which is most likely going to happen.
So that's one on there. Okay, so 38-1.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's going to suck. I'm going to be highly mad. But in March, when we're in the NCAA tournament, it's going to benefit us. And so that's just something, just caution you. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's our second year doing the podcast, covering Carolina basketball. We're going to be here every week. We're going to have guests on talking about the season. And, of course, you'll hear directly from Anthony and I. So I want to thank you guys for listening to the Royce Boys podcast. We'll remind you that you can find our blog portion. It's on the Heel Tough blog. It's no longer the Royce Boys blog. We just kind of combined it on the Heel Tough blog. The podcast, though, you can find on the Heel Tough blog website.
Damn right.
At HeelToughBlog.com. You can find the podcast at all your podcast homes. We're on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, you name it. The Royce Boys podcast is there. I want to thank Anthony for battling through the sickness to come on here and talk. I want to thank you guys for bearing listening to us talking through our noses as we suck snot and cough snot during this last hour or so talking Carolina basketball.
That was a gross way to finish up.
But I want to thank you guys for listening. Go Tar Heels.